Hey everyone! In this video I'll go over my top follower mods for Skyrim. There are thousands of followers made and I chose 10 followers for this video. Most of these followers have a lot more to it than just being a good looking companion for you to travel with on your adventures. However, I'll give some more mentions of followers I like a lot, but didn't make it to my top 10 at the end of the video too. These have far less to it.
Don't care, Dweemer time!
The first follower is Brhuce Hammar. An excellent male follower that comes with 5 medium-sized quests and many extra features.
Why? Because I'm your follower? No, you're my follower. Understand?
Brhuce is a very powerful companion, but he can be configured to reduce his power. You want him to be more or less powerful, you can ask him to be. Brhuce will ride a custom Dweemer mount when you yourself ride a horse, and having Brhuce with you, he will most likely have some opinions about the areas you're in. The things he has to say can be very funny and there's often truth behind it.
So, let me get this straight. You build a keep to hold a dragon, and you make it out of wood. Brilliant Nord engineering there.
You'll find Brhuce in the water pump station in Blackreach.
Those little blue dust mites here actually give you cancer. I suggest not breathing if you can.
After you've done about 30 fights with Brhuce at your side, you will get his first quest available. During the quests you do for him, you find custom armors, weapons and powers which look great and come with an interesting description. You will face new enemies and come across some amazing and unique looking and new locations too. You even get a chance to mount a giant mech later on. Brhuce Hammar has a ton to offer, all of which is very unique and interesting to say the least. While this follower might feel much more like an actual quest mod and occasionally a fun mod, it's been a really nice and memorable follower for me. For any of you that still question, is this lore friendly? Brhuce has an answer for that too.
Fuck you, we left lore breaking in the dust the minute I started talking about trains and Moraloot. You don't get to talk about lore friendly.
Expect a lot of unique encounters and funny things with this follower by your side, along with a fair amount of profanity.
Wow, more like fuck yes, this is awesome!
The second follower is Mirai, the girl with the dragon heart. Mirai can be found in Markarth, where she's been living ever since she left her home in High Rock. Mirai comes with a large interesting quest with hundreds of lines of excellent voice acting. You'll have to do various quests for her to even be able to gain her trust and make her a follower. Most of the NPCs you encounter during her quest are also fully voiced. I personally love the voice of the actor that voiced Mirai. It's a very sweet voice that goes well with some songs that are added in. Very nicely done. The quests you do for her are mostly focused on story rather than action, which I like a lot. During her quests you gain new abilities and she can be married if she eventually likes you enough. Her marriage quest is played out in a more unique way than the vanilla marriage system is. You'll first have to win her heart and go on various dates.
Now, why don't we visit places like this more often? You can't keep taking me to dark, smelly caves all the time. I'm still a girl, you know. You should treat me like one more often.
Mirai as a follower prefers fighting with ice-based spells, but when enemies come close she will fight in melee combat too. She levels up as she travels and adventures with you, which also makes for her learning new things. She comes with 3 custom outfits that you can switch between, that can even be further customized, and she also has a custom marriage dress, if you ever get to that point. She has some other interesting features involving dragons, which I don't want to spoil here. If you ever have some trouble with her or want to know more about her, a book can be found with a comprehensive manual in her home in Markarth, including some fixes if she doesn't behave the way she should be, or if you need to bypass some stages if you did mess up. I personally like how Mirai looks, but if you search for the mod Mirai Customizer, you can customize the looks of Mirai further if you feel the need to.
With the voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord arts. Believe, believe, the Dragonborn comes.
Next is Recorder, another follower that can be a lot of fun to have with you. She's a mysterious companion that seems to have visited other games in the past.
Gotta get him a new green tunic, pointy hat, master sword. word. Ugh, that is the last time I'm riding the chocobo. Damn thing messed my files up.
Her dialogue will certainly keep you entertained for a while, and it might even freak you out occasionally. There's a number of things you can talk to her about, and she can even sing for you. Much like Mirai and the other followers on this list, her voice acting is done excellent. A recorder wears custom armor and is very helpful to have with you in combat. There's a very good chance Recorder will still be updated from time to time with new content. Eventually the author wants to make 5 quests, but as of now she only has 1. Again, there is a customizer available to overhaul Recorder with the Recorder customizer. There is also a complete overhaul to make her look more to your liking, if you prefer.
You won't be winning this battle, or any more to come.
Ah, and who's this? Swear the villagers treat you like nobility. If you're looking for someone to kiss your boots, I'd suggest asking elsewhere.
Next is Skyrim Romance. Skyrim Romance is a follower and romance mod made for female characters and sometimes feels aimed towards female players. The main character of this mod is called Bishop. Bishop can be found at the Riverwood Inn, where you will start this mod and start his first quest to retrieve his companion Wolf.
I'll shoot an arrow into one of these bandit bastards' knees. You can go rip his face off. Let's make these sons of bitches pay!
Bishop is far from friendly to most people, he doesn't trust many people and is occupied with himself a lot. He is however loyal to you as a partner. There is a great many things you can discuss with Bishop, find out about him, and he often has an opinion about things you do.
Please tell me that's just some sort of mental condition. The way you just can't say no to every stray that comes your way with their, "Oh, please go to the cave full of vampires to find my spoon."
While you have Bishop with you, you encounter over 100 new characters added to different locations in the world. A lot of these have a custom voice with a shared 3000 lines of dialogue. Many shorter and longer story sequences will start when you encounter new characters placed around the world. Sometimes you encounter new quests to do too. You also find that Bishop has new things to talk about after doing certain quests or miscellaneous things. One can easily experience this follower mod as somewhat of a romance novel too at times, especially when you try to flirt with Bishop or try some other miscellaneous things. While some aspects of this mod often feels focused towards female players, I'd very much recommend it for male players playing as a female just as well. Skyrim Romance truly is a very well made follower mod with excellent written stories and quests. This mod has plenty of good laughs included too. This makes it feel like you have a meaningful relationship in Skyrim with a partner that is there for you in combat, as well as in dialogue. You will find jealousy and rivalry, as well as passion and a fair amount of teasing too. You will visit great balls, go out to shop for the perfect dress, enjoy honeymoons in the nicest of cottages, and more lady-like things. A great mod for anyone who wants to get most out of a partner or romance mod. There's a lot to show with this mod installed and a few characters worth mentioning. I might go over that in more detail sometime in an individual showcase, but don't think it's really suited for this top 10. There seems to be a large update coming soon too for this mod, so it's surely something to keep track on too. Keep in mind that this changes male bodies and many other things around the game like the Whiterun Inn and adds some new locations to the world of Skyrim. It might be played best without too many area changing mods installed.
My name's Mishka. Do you think I'm pretty?
I think you're a pest. We need 2 rooms, bartender.
I only have 1 available.
I think I can help you, big man.
Go away, Flea. Bartender, are you sure there's nothing else?
Well, let me see.
You don't need her, big man. I can wash her back for you.
I already told you to get lost, Flea. Maybe I should put you over my knee for being such a pest.
Would you? I like it rough.
You're testing my patience, Flea.
Okay then. Let me show you to the baths.
You can go first. I'll wait outside the door. Get out, Flea!
Will you stop calling me Flea? I'm a thief, not a flea.
Because you're a parasite, attaching yourself to a body to make use of it for food, protection, or whatever. Until you move on to another body. Or are caught and pinched to death.
Okay, I get it. But you are what I desire in a man. And I would be a fool if I didn't give it every effort.
Consider it given. Now get lost.
I just want to be with you.
That's impossible. Now, get out.
But then he went quiet,
I could be good for
when he
you.
met the shield maiden Matilda.
You come into this room again, I will slit your throat.
Oh, you talk and you
Fine,
lie and you
just
drink
go
my
then.
mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed. I was boastful no more.
Must be my animal magnetism.
Around on the floor.
Whatever. Wow, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you were the jealous one. Yes. No.
My. What do we have here?
Next is Acalypha, a demon follower. Acalypha is a custom-looking and custom-voiced follower with a few small quests. She is essential and levels up with you. She has 3 custom outfits you can change in-game, and upon installing you can choose multiple hairstyles and eye colors. Her quest is very much story based, and there are 2 large journals with an interesting story to be found during her quests. She fights with a custom weapon and spells and can give you some helpful items sometimes. I like some of the more demon type followers, but very few come with extra features. Normally they're just good looking followers that helps you in combat. This one has an excellent story, some great extra features, and does look stunning at the same time.
Into a land of enchantment.
One might know of the follower Maur. Maur is another demon follower from the same author, and this has about double the endorsements as Acalypha has, which is slightly odd to me since Maur is nowhere near extensive as Acalypha is.
I've burned people and kidnapped their children for cruel experiments. Because I had to, silly.
I am Princess Ambriel of Tamriel. I was born 500 years ago, and I cannot die.
Ambriel the Lost Princess is another follower with a large quest. Much like the previous followers, she is aware of the areas you're in and some NPCs you're close to. She makes comments around NPCs you encounter, the places you're in, quests you do, the time of the day, the weather, and much more. Her following system works differently than normal followers. Ambriel makes use of an affection system. The more her affection for you drops, the more she will be slacking. If her affection for you drops below a certain level, she has to go home to recharge for 3 days. You can see her current affection in the upper left when something triggers it. This can be triggered by all sort of things, for example pushing her around, having it too cold, or killing innocents can drop her affection. But something simple as a good looking nice guy, going outside on a clear day after being inside for a while, or just sitting and relaxing in the local inn will raise her affection. Of course there are many decisions you make that will drop or raise her affection too. I personally like this feature a lot, and as far as I've seen it's something unique to a follower and made very good use of.
Come on, what is your problem? He was a damn worthless Thalmor. Asking him about the dragon would only result in lies. Don't tell me what to do. You're only useful if you help me get my powers. Now, I must kill this Almeri scum. You should make up your mind. Help me or get out of my way. I won't tolerate anything else.
There are a lot more features to her. There's a lot of configuration options by talking to her. She herself can recruit certain persons she is assigned to, and she keeps her own journal which she occasionally updates. There are some other unique functions to her in combat later on too. Ambriel is an excellent and unique follower. The quests have a great story and some very interesting scenarios with great character development. There's a good number of twists and turns too, and some really unexpected things happening during the quests.
Dovahkiin, in order to help Ambriel, you have to go through many difficult situations. Are you ready for it?
A true lore master might recognize some minor flaws interfering with the lore, but this shouldn't stop you from playing this amazing quest that will take you many hours to complete. If you have Recorder installed and with you, Ambriel and Recorder will have some additional lines of dialogue available, much like a mini version of the Inigo Vilja combination.
Greetings. I don't believe we've met before.
Yeah, you're right. Well, oh boy, I don't know how much I'm breaking protocols now, but whatever. Names? Record.
I'm sorry. Protocols? I am not familiar with what you speak of, but it is nice to meet you, my lady. My name is Ambriel.
My lady? Ooh, I like you already.
Vilja is a female follower mod with multiple quests. She has thousands of lines of dialogue, which really make her feel alive. There are many occasions she has something to say. This could relate to the area you're in, NPCs you encounter, the weather and things you decide to do on quests. She's worth having with you as soon as possible up to the very end of the game. It can take a long time before you actually make progress on her quests, so this is another reason to have her with you early on. Before she is able to function as a full follower, you will have to do a small series of quests for her first. Right at the start you can already choose if you met her before in Citadel or not, because Vilja is of course also available for Oblivion. This changes some of the dialogue later on and the way she feels about you at the start. She has many different features available too. She can read you a book, give you some helpful items, give you some information about some areas you're in, travel to different locations by talking to her, ask her about her opinion when doing quests. She sells or buy items for you, you can change her behavior in combat, and the list goes on. These are just examples of a great many features Vilja has to offer, which expand as you have her with you for a while and do both her quests and the vanilla quests.
I wish I could, but you see, I have lost my flute. Maybe someday I will find it again, and then I'll be happy to play as much as you wish.
I've been using Vilja as a follower in Skyrim for a long time and still found that she has new things to say that I never heard her talk about before. She works excellent with any vanilla followers too, which you can introduce to her. If you advance far enough in her quests, you also get a number of horns you can use to easily give her commands or to make her attack a specific target. I usually use the mod Vilja Chacon to give Vilja the looks of the follower mod Chacon, but I do find her original design look good too.
You wanna play a game?
Sure.
Really? Alright! You pick. Tag or hide and seek?
Quite well, but it does worry me when they're swimming. The water is fairly deep and quite a bit dirty.
You can use Vilja with the other excellent follower mod Inigo. If you do, you will have additional hundreds of lines of dialogue specifically made for the use of them together. Inigo can first be found in the Riften prison, where you have to set him free. After he's freed, he surely becomes a follower you and Vilja will want to have with you.
Of course. Please be so kind and introduce me.
Greetings.
Hi there. I'm so happy to meet you.
I am pleased to meet you, Vilja. We are going to get on well, I think.
Much like Vilja, Inigo has thousands of lines of dialogue, often referring to things you do or see, or the quests you are currently doing. Vilja and Inigo almost seem they are meant to use together, and are certainly the most extensive followers out there. These two always become my main followers when I play Skyrim more seriously. In my honest opinion, you won't find any follower in any game that behaves more diverse and reacts more immersive than Inigo or Vilja tend to do. These are two followers you will want to have with you on a let's play through the vanilla quests, especially if you haven't used them before. Of course, they also have their own series of quests included, but I really add to the vanilla ones too.
I can talk without moving my lips. Grrr. I will resist causing a bloodbath when possible. I am versatile. Yes, Inigo style is the best style.
Stand still now.
And finally I chose Mrissi, A Tale of Two Troubles. This is a follower that has been around for a while too, but has been greatly overhauled not too long ago. Mrissi comes with a quest that has multiple choices and takes many hours to complete. This includes different endings. Depending on your relation with her, she'll make different comments as a follower too. It makes for some fun and interesting replayability. The quest will take you across new areas, give you some new items and adds in some collectibles among other things. She's one of the most unique looking followers I know of too. Mrissi as a follower comes with features that you probably expect by now from most of my favorite followers. She will make comments about the area you're in, quests you do and people you're near to. She has a lot more extra features included too that expand as you do quests for her. For example, she gains her own saber cat mount at a certain point that you have to raise first. She knows custom songs, can wear several outfits you have to make for her, and has many stereotypical treats a Khajiit and a cat has. It's really another great follower that you probably want to have tried out if you like followers with custom quests. On a side note though, this follower mod is categorized as adult only. The reason for this decision is that certain parts of this quest can have a very dark undertone. When she's not wearing any clothing, she will be naked too. Don't let this scare you away if you want something fun though, since you'll have plenty of laughs with her too.
Mrissi can do anything. And yes, she knows the meanings of letters and words. But don't hurry her, yes? What interesting some things are you hiding from her? She wants to know. Show her.
With thousands of followers on the Nexus, it can be a tough search if you just want something simple or good looking. The following followers I chose don't necessarily have quests included, might not even be voiced over, or didn't make it in the top 10 for another reason. Vivak, Chacon and Toccata are made by the same author that made the Bijin series to overhaul your NPCs. The author really has a knack for making good looking female characters. The follower Vivak, Chacon and Toccata are probably the best looking female followers I know of. I used Toccata as Elisif to overhaul Elisif with the skin of Toccata. And as mentioned earlier, I used the looks of Chacon to overhaul Vilja. While the following is categorized as armor mod, I've been asked a lot what that light-giving mechanical fairy behind me is. This great looking illuminating fairy comes from the mod Osar Color and will circle around you wherever you go. Yui's female Cicero is another good looking female follower that has especially good facial expressions. Sophia is a follower you probably have heard of before. She has hundreds of lines of dialogue, often very fun to listen to. She behaves excellent in combat and her dialogue can be adjusted, so she doesn't make comments as much on default if you prefer that. I think her humor is excellent and she doesn't bore you quickly. Of course humor is subjective, but I think a lot of people will enjoy her. Sophia has been updated not too long ago, even though she's been on the Nexus for a while. There are more plans for her in the future, including quests. Do keep track on her, because the follower can only get better in the future. You can use the mod Sophia Toccata to give Sophia the looks of the follower Toccata. Carrying on Skyrim, Professor Benjamin Doon is meant as a fun character. He is probably the oldest male NPC that you find as a follower on the Nexus. He has over 1300 lines of dialogue, a quest, and can read you some books. Diana the Pure Blood Vampire follower is a mod I stumbled upon only some weeks back. Triss is one of my favorite characters in The Witcher's books and games. As of such, it's nice to see someone ported her over from The Witcher game. Nekka is another cyborg follower. If you want to have a cyborg follower that is not quite as extensive as Recorder, this might be something for you. Lunariana is a fairy companion that you can find in Elderclean's Sanctuary. She'll be waiting for you on the path to the Elderclean tree. You might want to use the Moving Winds and Luba's Skywings mod to make this follower feel more like a fairy. She also wears custom clothing, but any armor or clothes you try to equip on her will scale with her body. Vigilance Reborn is a Husky follower with custom skins to choose from upon installing. Barbarian Sanya is yet another great looking follower and someone I had with me on many of my old showcases. Her eyes especially are something I like a lot about her looks. The mod Schwarzenegger puts different versions of Arnold in the game. These come with the custom weapons one expects from the action movie star. I've been wanting to do something fun with this mod for a video for a long time, but I haven't really got to it. Maur is a great looking demon follower that has a small custom home. This is made by the same author as Acalypha. The little Khajiit follower Rose is a custom made child Khajiit you can have as a follower. The Eureka Dryad of Nirn is a great looking half Dryad follower. And finally we have Serenity, a elf follower. Another follower I used to have around with me a lot in my older showcase videos. One of my favorite looking female elf followers I came across. And that's it, my top 10 favorite follower mods plus some extra ones. I hope you guys enjoyed this or learned about a new follower you want to try out. As always, a like or subscribe is much appreciated. Consider endorsing the mods that you like to use too. If you have another favorite follower you think I should have tried out, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching everyone, have a great day and I'll see you all next time.
If you need me, just die horribly and I'll know.
I'm sorry.
Like touch Boethiah's Pillar of Sacrifice? Hell no! I'm onto your game, and I don't like being a sacrifice for an androgynous war god. Oh god, an Amulet of Mara. Really? Really? You know what? Why not? Been a while since I got to use Fear's Tentacular Pleasure spell on anyone anyways. And what about you? Not surprising, I mean, I would probably kill you in bed anyways. Oh boy, you get to kill a giant, oversized cliff racer. Big deal. You want to know what makes you really badass? Punching Vindsvept in the dick so hard the godhead wakes up. Call me when you do that. Then we'll talk special.
Now, why don't we visit places like this more often? You can't keep taking me to dark, smelly caves all the time. I'm still a girl, you know. You should treat me like one more often. Wanna go somewhere? Don't misunderstand. It's not that I'm impressed. It's just nice out here. Not really. I think I'm fine out here. Maybe you can use a bath, but I'm fine out here. You know how much I hate the water. Besides, my clothes will get ruined. Okay, fine. Quit giving me that look. But I'll only do it if you go on first. Well, a deal's a deal. And that's enough! You're crazy if you think I'm spending another second in there. I swear, I felt something slimy touch my leg. I'm gonna freeze out here because of you. I gotta get out of these wet clothes. You better not follow me. Okay, done. What is it? Of course it does. I do look good in everything after all. You could go for an outfit change every now and then too, you know?
The Thalmor should really rethink their outfits. I mean, they pretty much scream, "Hate me, I'm evil and no one likes me. Look upon my darkness and goldness and the pointiness of my armor." Or, oh wait! Maybe that's the image they were going for. What? You knew? Wow, you're so perceptive. I guess that comes with being the Dragonborn, huh? Super shouting and super perception. Drats, now I want to be the Dragonborn.
Show mercy. My wife and my daughter live in Riften, and without me they would be helpless.
That's it. I think you deserve a reward. You are very helpful. Guards, arrest this thief! He has stolen my gold, and now he's trying to kill me!
You're mine!
Now, let's go to Riften. We need to bring this matter to an end. The Nitranos family? Just imagine his daughter or his wife wanting revenge. No survivors, no problems. Just as you like, Dragonborn. If you are against me, then I must kill you.
Protect Ambriel. Her future lies in your hands now. Oh, and one additional information I have.
Are you ready kill this person, her soul will be mine. Well done. The helmet is yours. As I told you, to obey me is the purpose of your existence. We will meet again soon. I promise you that. Revenge is a dish best served cold, and it could become very cold in Skyrim.